Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us today for our next taster session webinar, Marketing Masterclass Creating a Viral Ad Campaign. My name's Kat. I'm from the International Office. And just before we start the session and I pass you to my colleague Bobby, I'll just go through some of the buttons that you can use to interact with us. It is an interactive session. Please do join in. You're going to get the most out of it. And we want to hear from you. We want to see your ideas as well as we progress through the slides. But you'll see the bottom of your screen, you've probably got a chat button. Feel free to use the chat to talk to each other. You might want to put what course you're coming for, where you're from. And you also got a Q&A button. If you've got any questions for us panelists as the session goes, please put them in the Q&A just so that we don't miss them. And then I'll be reading out your questions after the slideshow as well. So they're just a few tools where you can use to interact with us panelists and use them as we go. What I'll do now, though, I will pass to my colleague Bobby, who will take us through this exciting session.
Thank you so much, Kat. Good morning, everyone. My name is Bobby Govin Potabatula, and I'm the lead for postgraduate programs, and I'm also a senior lecturer in marketing. So I'm actually really excited to share how we normally, bring out those expertise of marketing, and we actually make sure that we are linking towards the real world whenever we are coming up with anything to do with marketing or any other subject in that scenario. So before we officially start our marketing masterclass, create a viral ad campaign, I'm going to try something dangerous. Okay, let's don't get this. I'm going to read your mind using marketing psychology. That is something which normally tend to happen for many of us, but we just don't realize it. So I'm hoping everyone are ready now. So think about three things silently in your mind. Okay, when I ask you a question, you need to think about it. So your favorite fast food brand. So think about it, whatever you think your favorite fast food brand is. The second one I would say is your favorite social media app, any social media app, because that's what we are going to learn. By the end of the session, you'll actually create a campaign which will go viral for yourself. So, and then the third one, think of a color which is in your mind. Okay. So your favorite fast food brand, your favorite social media app, and a color. Yeah. So now let me tell you this. Most of you probably would definitely think about, I would like to know how many of you would actually think about McDonald's or KFC when I say fast food. Any messages in the chat, Cat? Oh, there you go.
Just put the
There you
question
go.
in there to get the
Okay, yeah.
get that in.
How many of you think McDonald's or KFC
So if
when I
you
talk to you about? Okay.
just
How many
drop
of you
your
actually?
answers in, everyone.
Yeah.
You can interact with us. Don't worry. Just there's no right or wrong answer. Just pop whatever you thought first.
Yeah. So please feel free to put whatever you think. Let me just tell you this. You already have known most of the things, but it's just that it would be nice to have that interaction. So please do put in the answers, whatever comes into your mind. So I'm sure what happens is whenever we talk about fast food, McDonald's or KFC is something which comes into their mind generally. Right? That is, I will tell you why. All right. That's something which we are going to learn moving forward. And when I asked you about social media, I'm sure you definitely thought about a couple of platforms like either TikTok or Instagram would definitely be one of them. I'm sure. All right. When I asked you guys to think about color, there is always somewhere, predominantly most of them would always pick red or blue. Did you guys, did I match anyone here? Did I match you, Kat?
I went for pizza. Um,
Okay.
I did go for TikTok and I went for purple, but I think that's
Purple, okay.
just me, yeah.
I mean,
But
at
yeah,
least, so what happens is, to be honest, when I ask you that question, at least two will be correct for most of the population. It generally tend to happen. The reason why that happens is that wasn't a magic, but that was marketing. Because when you think about certain brands, certain colors, certain social media platforms. So these are some of the things which normally tend to happen, right? That's where you need to understand brands spend billions making sure their names permanently live inside your mouth. That normally tend to happen, but you don't realize it, right? And today, what's going to happen is we are going to discover exactly how marketers do that, right? That is what we are going to do. So without any delays, the first thing I have for you is to actually scan this QR code. But let me just quickly, if you all can, just a minute. Yeah, if you can scan that QR code, um, you follow this is type www.menti.com into your browser, and then type the number, or you can quickly scan it with your phone. Oh, I see. Thank you. Oh, in here. Well done. Any, I'll give you a few more minutes. Trust me, you'll really have fun with this Menti. So go on. I would
and
encourage you
their
to, yeah.
answers will be anonymous as well, so nobody's got to worry about their
Yeah,
name
yeah,
popping up on screen or anything. It's just a little bit of fun, everyone. So don't worry if you're going to get things wrong. I probably will. So yeah,
yeah. It's okay.
just give it a go.
I mean,
And
yeah, it's more of like it's not like right or wrong answer. It's more about whether what is your preferences, because end of the day, that's what marketers will always look for. They won't ask you straight away, oh, give me this answer. Not really, because in marketing anything is right. All right, so please do join. You, as I said, it's going to be fun. All right, we got 6 join. Well done. And emojis here, I'm a big emojis fan, so please do. That would be fun. You know what I do sometimes? I actually click on those emojis non-stop so that it pops up in the background. Sometimes I do that. So please, there you go. Now you're trying. Well done. Um, oh, someone is actually clueless. Someone is having a question mark already. It's okay. It's okay to have a question mark. All right. We waited 7 join. Let's go to the next question. Okay. To start off with, you'll have 15 seconds. Please remember, it's going to be really, really quick. So you need to answer quick. So you will have points. Every question you answer, you will have points. And some questions, I mean, most of the questions will be multiple answers. So just pay attention to that. And it's open-ended questions. There is no right or wrong, as I said. You don't really need to worry. But then you will have a leaderboard. So let's see who's going to win, right? So it's still a competition. All right, let's go. There you go. We got some of your expressions there. You already picked. That's what you want. Okay, let's go. The first question. What becomes most expensive after becoming an international student? What do you think? Is it quick snack from Tesco, which is a supermarket for those of you who don't know, coffee, or is it rent, or printing assignments? Because sometimes you need to just understand or take it to do your presentation. So you always need to print. So which one do you think is? You got 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone has voted. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well done. Okay, everyone thinks it's rent. Yeah, that is that's not the obviously wrong answer. So everyone should know. Yeah, everyone thinks about that becoming a biggest expense when you're moving in. So let's see who's the winner. All right. But your question two. Let's go to the question two now. Let's see. Make sure you're fast. Which phrase do students say the most? Like in general. Let's be very honest. Don't be, come on. I want you guys to be honest. Let's say. One more episode only, all of them. This semester will be organized, or I will start early this time. So which one do you guys normally say this all the time? Come on, I'm sure most of us, I mean, I came from the same background, so I will tell you. So let's see. Everyone has voted. Oh, it's split between two. To be very honest, it's all of them. You will say when you're doing your assignment, oh, one more episode, let me just finish this. Or, when you're like, oh, I can organize my semester later. I will do early this time. You'll always say that. So it's actually this one. It's not, I would agree with three of the students who put up this because most of the students tend to say that quite a lot. So let's see the next question. What spreads faster than viral marketing? Go on. You all should know if you're becoming student, this is a very obvious question. Is it university emails, group project panic, library stress? You don't really need to have. You got one of the best libraries, so you can be and it's 24 hours, so you'll have so much fun with that. Assignment deadline rumors. Let's see. You got 5 more seconds. Do it quick if you can. Oh, group project panic. You know what? You say that. That is also a problem we normally tend to have, but most of you have lots of rumors about around your assignment deadlines, which you have no clue. Some of you will be like, "Oh, is it actually tomorrow? Is it?" Questions tend to come along a lot in your student life. So let's go. You got two more questions left. Let's see. Which meal has supported most students' career? Let's go. Which meal? Is it mystery leaf leftovers or is it frozen pizza, instant noodles? I'm talking about when you are actually a student, or what do you guys normally think about that? Let's see. Everyone has voted. Instant noodles. Well done. Wow. Okay. That was not a bad. I was initially thinking to put this as a right answer. So yeah, I think you all agree with me, which is great because that's something I did. So let's see who the winners are. Well done. Carl, well done, Carl. Oh, let's see who the winners are. Yeah, Carl, really, really well done. We got Pingu, who's also second. You scored really well, Carl. Yeah, well, if you once you come to uni, please don't come and say hello to me. I would love to see you. So well done on that. I think it's just a fun activity to understand what you guys actually think in general about marketing, right? So that's one way for any marketer to start to understand your audience. So now I understood some of your thought processes. So now I can actually make changes according to that and start thinking about what works best. So well done on your mentee. And a quick question actually begin, right? Have you ever bought something because you have seen on social media platforms? Anyone? Have you ever bought something because of TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or influencers or any memes? So by watching something in some of these platforms, you feel like, oh, you know what? I want to buy that. Um,
Yes, someone's put in the chat they're a victim of
Someone put I'm a
TikTok
victim
shop.
of TikTok.
What
There
did
you
you
go.
buy? If you want to share in the chat, you can put some of your purchases there that you've bought.
Yeah, that would be interesting. You could actually put something in your chat like never, yes, never did, or you feel like you're guilty. Put something in the chat. Did you feel like, oh, this happened to me? Um,
Someone's put they bought wigs from Instagram.
oh, there you go. See, these sort of things tend to happen. You know why
Sunscreen.
that happens is you all need to understand that I would say congratulations in that case. Well done. This marketing really works on you. So this is exactly what we are going to find out, how and why, right? What was the last thing social media made you buy? That's something which would be interested. Thank you so much, Kat, for asking. So it's very important to understand that this is how most of the companies tend to do their marketing in general, right? They want to understand what your patterns are, what works best for you. Today, we will actually move from consumers to creators because, of course, everyone can be a consumer. But then from there, how do you actually become a creator, right? This is where we will start looking into viral videos, why ads go viral, psychology behind it, or trends behind it. There are campaign creation with some pitch battle is something which is also another aspect of campaigning. AI in marketing, again, that's something which is becoming more and more interesting for most of the students. So, which part are you most excited for out of all of these? Is it to discover why ad go viral, or which one do you think are the most exciting for you? AI in marketing. Well done, Cynthia. Okay. Anyone else? No, because that is actually true, Cynthia. I would agree with you 100% because that is becoming more and more common nowadays. You need to learn how to adapt to those AI marketing. If you are not really getting the tools, understanding of tools, how to actually use them right way, then that becomes a problem. AI automation, yes, well done. Master in MK side pitch battle in the aspect of campaign. Yeah, I mean, all of you are actually right, right? It depends on what product or what service that is. So depending on that, your marketing elements would change. But for me personally, I think this is a lot changing marketing. There are lots of people who are you. Okay, let me ask you a quick question. How many of you are using ChatGPT? Be honest. Put in the chat. How many of you are actually using? It's okay. I would really like to know or understand your TikTok algorithm. Yes. You know what? If you say no, you're a biggest liar. I'll tell you that. Everyone tend to use these AI chatbots, and that is future. It's okay to use them, but what you need to realize is how do you use them? Are you ethically using them? That is something which you need to start learning to practice, right? AI is not there to um uh, AI should not assist. No, you should not assist AI. AI should assist you, right? That is the biggest challenge which we are going to face moving forward. So let's go and talk about viral content challenge now. Okay. Imagine it's 1 a.m. You should be sleeping at this stage. I'm just giving you a scenario. But you are scrolling endlessly. That is what normally tend to happen. If you say no, you are a liar again. Right? We normally tend to scroll quite a lot, right? Which content would you share? Is it the funny meme or use any reactions if you can, right? So which one? Is it the funny meme, the emotional ad, the luxury ad, the boring advert? Which one do you um which one do you think you would share out of these four?
Few answers for the funny meme we've gone for in the chat.
There you go. Right?
Oh,
That
someone said
actually
the
tend to have.
emotional.
I mean, that depends. You know what happens? That's a psychological factor in marketing, where what happens is depending on your daily situation and your mindset at that particular day. That can change your right. Again, these are the things you need to understand when you're getting into marketing. It's very important to understand there is no one right way. There is always different ways to make your marketing work. So there are some people who would like funny memes. There are some people who likes, maybe on that particular day they felt really emotional and something is going on, so they connect to that emotional ad. Some people, of course, who doesn't like luxury ads, right? Of course, I want to buy a lot of things, but then it's okay. But whether I can afford it, I can't afford it, I can sleep and I can dream about it. It's okay, right? But then the other aspect is boring ads. There are certain boring ads. What happens is you'll automatically skip it. Right? People don't share information; they share feelings. With marketing, that is something which normally tend to happen, right? So thank you so much for putting that in your in the chat, being very honest, because it's very, very important. So um virality is not luck. That's something which you need to understand. If your campaigns or videos are going viral, it's not just about luck. It's about the trend, what is following at that particular time frame, right? It can be emotion, what makes you feel something, or reality. You say, that's me, right? That's something which normally tend to happen. Or it can be the right timing, or it can be simplicity. Sometimes I don't really like watching long videos. I like short and simple, right? So especially when I'm laying down, that's what tend to happen. So those videos actually go viral. You'll be surprised to know, if you want to become your video viral, that's something which you need to think. Your campaign, is it something really straight to the point? Because people's attention span, I don't know whether you guys know this. I want you guys to put it in the chat though. What is humans' attention span timing? Like in terms of goldfish, it's almost 8 seconds. But do we have the same as goldfish, or is it less? How many seconds you think? It is still seconds. Can someone please put in the chat if you know? Anyone? How many seconds do you think humans' attention span is? You'll be surprised to know though. Go on, anyone in the chat? Can be wrong. It's okay. Oh, come on. That's not 0.1, Rachel. um, it's almost 6 seconds. Goldfish has 8 seconds. See? So we are less, our attention span. Every 6 seconds, our brain recaps, right? Regenerates to pay attention to something. So it normally, so this is where you need to keep it simple. Your advertisement, sometimes keeping it simple, simplicity is the best way. And also, is it shareable? You want someone else to, because sometimes that's how you get reach, right? If you want your content to go viral, if you're not focusing on some of these elements of emotional reliability, or your timing, because sometimes it's all whether it's the right, you need to understand that, right? Sometimes at night, for me personally, when I'm scrolling, if I really like something, I need to connect. I need to feel like, I can share. But what are you actually doing for that? Right? What viral trend do you remember recently? Can someone please put in the chat? Any recent viral trend you think you can remember recently? Any? Put in the chat. I would love to know. For me, let me actually think. Which one do I really like recently? Mm. Oh, the KFC app, it really caught my eye. Where the egg and there is a ad which they came up. They did into the ad, into the what you call the curry sauce, and then bring it up, and the human becomes chicken. You find that video quite funny. So okay, and see some of the answers in that. Yeah, please put in the chat if you can. I would love to know more about if there is any viral video you found interesting recently. But this is where you need to understand viral videos is about psychology. It's not luck, right? It's not purely luck. It doesn't happen. It's about you following all these contents. Are you emotionally connecting? Are you being realistic? Are you having, is that the right time? Is it simple and straightforward to actually go and watch? Or is it shareable? So these are some of the things which are very, very important for you to look into. That said, the most successful campaigns make people feel something, right? That's you emotionally connect. So let's discuss about funny is something which most of you would love to share your feelings through, emotional, surprising, or inspiring, right? So let me ask you a quick question. What video made you emotional recently? Is there any video which made you emotional recently? When you watch it, you feel like, oh my God, I really got connected to that video. Anyone? Um, just to let you know, while you're answering that in the chat, I will tell you this. Marketers love, most of the people don't get to realize this. Marketers love emotions because emotional people click faster. That normally tend to happen. Again, it's a psychological thing. Anyone, can you please put in the chat if you can? What video made you emotional recently? Is there any video you can think of? Or a film, any film, which you connect and you feel like, you know what, I go, please don't put in the chat. You know what? I was speaking to my girlfriend or a boyfriend, and I got really. No, that's not what I'm asking about. I'm asking about a video which made you emotional recently. The viral videos. Anyone? Is there
While we're
anything in the chat, Kat?
not for this answer, but while we're waiting for people to share, I know for me it's yeah, family reunions, pet rescues. Oh, somebody's put the movie Monica on YouTube, made them emotional as well. Thank you for your contribution there, Rachel.
Oh wow, well done, Rachel. You know what really made me recently connected is some of the people they tend to give away their time to actually clean the gardens. The people who actually do the free
Oh
gardening in
yes,
US, and
I've
they
seen
post it.
those.
Yeah, so for me, I think recently when I saw that actually made me felt like, oh wow, that's so much. Like I was emotionally connected, right? And these are some of the things which makes you feel something, right? When you see videos like this, those are the ones which go viral. The amount of people who will comment on it, or some of the comedian shows, they always put the bites. Yes, they have a long show, but they always pick some of the bites where they see they laughed a lot more. So they actually post them. That's how they become viral as well. So someone put in the chat, yes, the Man United video showing their recent comebacks. Yeah, I mean, that is true. Again, that's something which normally you need to connect to that brand. When you see something, you need to connect to that particular individual. Then obviously, you will try to be relatable, and you'll actually share. And that's something I want to talk to you here, right? Student memes normally go viral, right? Most of the students' memes, you name it, they go viral because they expose shared suffering. That's normally tend to happen, right? When you see any sort of videos, um, it goes quite viral for student ones compared to any other viral videos. But let me ask you a quick question. What student struggle deserves its own Netflix documentary? What student struggle deserves its own Netflix documentary? Is there anything you can think of when you're watching Netflix? Anyone? Exam periods. Well done. There you go. Good answer. Uh, there are lots of documentaries nowadays, right? But as I said, here, if you see some of the examples I gave, group projects where you do everything and you feel like, you know what, I'm the only one who's doing it, not everyone in my group. Again, if you post something like that, that can go viral because everyone can connect to you. So many students can connect to you, right? Or submitting the assignment at 11:59 and you took a video and you say, a funny meme about it and say, you know what, it's almost 11:59 and then I'm submitting it right before 12 o'clock. So that students will connect and they will find it funny and they'll connect to you. Or living on beans again, or let's say most of you put what is that, Maggie or noodles, right? So again, those sort of things are something which you normally tend to connect. So it's very important. Millions of students feel the exact same thing, what you feel, because they go through the same journey. So the best marketing campaign don't sell a product, right? That's something you need to understand. If you are coming up with a campaign, they just don't sell a product, they sell an idea, right? So it's very important. So they hold up to a mirror and say, we see you. And that's very important. If you don't relate to a video, then trust me, it's gone. You skip it. So again, in marketing, that's something which is very, very important. Where whether you understand that you're relatable to them when you're coming up with a viral ad campaign, right? So that said, um, TikTok trends become a bigger factor, right? Whether you, I don't know how many of you are in TikTok, and can you please let me know? Give me a thumbs up. Use your emoji and let me know how many of you are having TikTok accounts here? Anyone? Give me a thumbs up or put in the chat a thumbs up. How many of you are having TikTok? Yeah, if you don't have TikTok, you know what? Not everyone can connect to it, right? But I'm more of an Instagram person, not TikTok. Yeah, well done, Rachel. Emma, thank you. No, but it normally tend to happen. So you need to understand something. The main reason I asked you that is TikTok trends die faster than student motivation after one missed lecture, right? That is actually happens. You'll be surprised to know they normally don't really last longer. After a while, they die, right? So what can you actually keep up with it? So you need to, for example, when you're thinking about a bank, there are certain things when you're watching, if it is funny in the TikTok, then you would actually like to be interested to watch. For example, university one, you need to feel connected to it, right? Are they replying fast enough? Because some of you, I'm so sorry to say, student life is such where we email and we want answers right away. But that's impossible in student life, right? So sometimes, again, these are some of the things you need to understand. How do you connect? So there are brands where we can actually discuss about is Duolingo and Ryanair. Ryanair is, I don't know how many of you know Ryanair. Ryanair is a flight company, right? So again, this is about personal. So I don't know whether you guys got an opportunity in TikTok. Go and check Duolingo, some of their memes, the way they come up with. That's the reason they got lots of followers. Someone says Instagram is more better. Yeah, that is actually Instagram is better. These brands behave like creators. These two brands which I'm talking about, Duolingo, Wendy's, or Miners, these people actually become creators when they are posting something on TikTok. But when you go and see the way they run their business, it's not the same, right? The way they run their business, it's different because they want them to be connected. So they have to do what works best for that particular platform, right? So now let's talk about 3-second rule. Okay, let's just do this now. You have 3 seconds before people disappear, right? Normally tend to happen. So your challenge is describe these brands in only 3 words. I'm giving you these ones here: Spotify, Amazon, Apple, and your university. All right, let's go first for Spotify. Let's go. Spotify, anyone? But you got 3 second rule though. Only 3 words you need to put about Spotify, if anybody use Spotify. Don't give any taglines of Spotify. Don't go to ChatGPT and ask, give me 3 taglines or whatever comes to your mind. There you go. Music, recent, interesting. Well done, goodness. Music, vibes, beats. Yeah, there you go. Well done. So you see what I'm trying to say. So that's how they relate to you. The reason why I'm asking you these sort of questions is when you think about a particular brand, in 3 seconds, someone literally put 3 interesting things about that particular brand. And that's what you need to think when you are creating a campaign or a video. When people see that viral video of your campaign idea, can they actually say something in 3 seconds about your video? If you can achieve that, well done. You're doing such great job in digital marketing, right? So let's go talk about Amazon. Amazon, 3 words about Amazon. Put in the chat. Let's go.
So Rachel's put shopping made easy.
Yeah, shopping made easy. Yeah. Wish list. Yeah. That's a really good point you put there. Uh, um, I think, wish list is another bigger scam in most of the apps, the shopping apps, which normally tend to happen. And cards is one more thing. I put there for days and days, and I keep getting notifications 1,000 times to actually make sure you go and buy. But what happens is they will trigger their servers to send you a viral video which you can connect to because they see your persona, they understand you really well, and that's something which is important in marketing, right? But these are some of the things. Of course, I can also ask you about let me ask you about your university. Like, you're about to come to our university, so what are the 3 words comes into your mind about our university? Go on. Best and best. No, I'm I don't want to be modest here, but we are the best. So, all right, anybody who think about our university, go on. Best. No. I'm not saying that again. So, what 3 words comes into your mind when you think about it? When you saw or searched about our university, or you saw a campaign video, what is the 3 words came into your mind? Of course, infrastructure is good, the fee payment. Be honest with me. Adventure, yes, well done. Interesting, and study, well done. Goodness, I'm really glad. Study, social success. You know what? That's it, Emma. You said it right. Study, social success, because all 3 links to each other. Triple S, right? Please remember, you always relate to that. And then I go education, morals, and study. Yes, it's about self-development. So these are some of the things which, when you see, I think these are the things which hit you hard, right? You connect to them. You saw some viral video of our university's social media campaign, and these are the things which came into your mind. So well done for those answers. This is where I want to actually talk to you about marketing psychology. What makes you stop scrolling? Right? Every time you stop scrolling, psychology is working. That means you're doing something right with your campaign. So, like, let's say FOMO, you know what? I don't know whether people tend to use these short terminologies. There are some trend words which they tend to use on social media, right? FOMO is like fear of missing out. Don't swear at me if you never used it, but that's a word I normally use, FOMO, when I put something. So there are certain things like your curiosity, your emotional, social proof is something. Identify, you actually identified, or it's like, what is the identity it's creating? So something would make you stop, right? So now let me ask you a quick question. Which psychological trick works on you most? Can you please put on the chat? In the process, I can do advertisement for you see, that's the reason I'm gathering all the information. No, I'm joking, not really. Go on. Which psychological trick works on you most? What makes you stop scrolling when you're watching something? Is it fear of missing out, or is it curiosity? Is it emotional, or storytelling, or what is that connects you more? Battery percentage. Well done, man. Okay. Um, Identity, yeah, fear of missing out. Yeah, sometimes that happens. So this is where you need to understand psychologically, not every audience is same. Everyone has their own perspective. So this is where you need to make sure you touch on these some of these triggers of psychological factors when you're marketing. This is called marketing in psychology, right? And it is very, very important. So now, moving from there, what I would like to ask you guys, viral or flop? You are now the marketing director. Let's keep it very simple and straightforward. Imagine you are a marketing, you see, you still did not even start. You became a marketing director now. All right. But just imagine. So uh, what do you want to go viral or flop, right? So let's just discuss about this. It's very, very important. Luxury brands using memes, right? Genius or social media disaster? What do you guys think? Like most of the luxury brands normally use memes. Is it genius, or you think it's a social media disaster? What do you guys think? If you say viral or flop, go on. Because I gave you some of the examples here. Coffee brand, roasting students, the boring insurance ad, AI generated dream holiday, luxury brand using memes. So out of all these four, yeah, which was the toughest call? What made the difference between viral and flop? Which one is viral? Which goes viral out of these four? Can someone please tell me? Out of these four, anyone? You can just put in the chat, like say A, B, C, D, A being coffee brand, B being the. Okay, someone put in the chat. I feel it's a social media disaster because people attach luxury to seriousness. Yes, they do. Well done, really well done. I think you already know how to market yourself with a viral campaign. Well done. So it is very, very important you understand that these are some of the toughest calls which can happen, right? But you need to be able to understand that as a marketing director, which one would work best according to your branding, according to where your product or service land. Is it luxury? Is it something to be roasted? Something with boring insurance ad. So these are some of the things you need to think of, right? The biggest challenge now, create your own viral campaign. As I said before, you all finish, because we discussed a lot around why it's important, how it's psychological factors. So you're now the marketer. Let's think about this. Okay, create your own viral campaign. Explain brand choices, right? This is your chance to become temporarily famous. Now I'm giving you an opportunity to become temporarily famous here in front of everyone. So your mission, every campaign needs six things, right? So it can be campaign name, slogan, viral hook, platform, you need audience, and TikTok idea, right? Some of these things are really, really needed for you, right? So now you have, do we have time, Kat?
Yeah, we've got time. Yeah, we've got 15 minutes
Yeah.
left.
So, okay, then I'll give you 3 minutes, right? Marketing pressure activated now for you, right? Let's go. Build the campaign. Once you have chosen a brand, choose any brand you can think of. Go through each element of campaign name, slogan, viral hook, platform, target audience. And of course, I said 5 minutes, but I don't really think it would be possible. So I'll give you 3 minutes, right? So think about one TikTok or reel idea. I'm not giving you all different platforms, but only think about one TikTok or reel idea. Okay. You got 3 minutes. Your time starts now. In the meantime, I will also try to do it. Okay. Let's go. Kat, you can try it if you want to.
Oh yeah, the pressure's on. I feel like people in the chat are going to have much better ideas than me, so I'm looking forward to seeing
Yeah.
their ideas as well.
Yeah, you know what? That's another way to understand. For those of you who don't know, sometimes it's always good to get ideas from someone which you think would not work. Sometimes the simplest idea can go viral, right? So again, that's the whole point I want you guys to think of. So don't skip, and I want once you finish it, can you please put in the chat? Again, try to use AI platforms. It's absolutely fine, as I said, but don't forget AI is going to become your assistant. You're not AI's assistant. Think about that. Now, come up with a viral video. You got until 49, 11:49. Your time is ticking. Go on. Think about a campaign name which is very well connected. As I said, your slogan should be something which is punchy, very short. Don't keep it big. It's not good. Like you go and see, there are some of the viral slogans which normally tend to happen for all the brands. They don't have more than 6 words. If you go and say, that's something which is very, very important, right? Think about your platforms. I already said, come up with a TikTok or Reel idea if you can. That would be good. Think about your target audience. That's something which is very important because end of the day, it's all about the customers. You see, customers need to watch, need to connect. They need to click on that purchase button. If you don't do that, and think about why should they actually click on that purchase button? What are you doing? What is that steps you're making them to do? When they go onto a site, when they go onto your video, what is that you're making them to take them through the process until they buy a product or a service? If you do that, well done. You're a very good marketing person. All right. Your time is 1 more minute. Go on. Anyone put in the chat if you finish it. I would love to see you guys putting something in the chat. Go on. It would be nice.
I've tried to have a go as
At
well,
least,
Bobby. So we've got a backup idea from me if needed.
oh, there you go. Yeah, because it's very important. When you're trying to study, practice it. I always say this, you need to practice what you preach. Don't just preach. Until or unless you try and do it, you can't say you're an expert. You're not an expert. Right? So once you do it, once you put it out there, you got your analytics and you got your data to back up, then yes, you're an expert. But until then, you're not. All right, let's go. Yeah, your time is up. Anyone? Please put in the chat. See, this is what tend to happen. The reason why I gave you this mission, you need to understand. Sometimes you will meet someone for 3 seconds and you need to convince them to invest in your idea. Right? For that, what is that you're doing? Because marketing, you think it is easy, but it's way bigger than you can actually think of. Well done. Travel app, name, move together, slogan, book now, travel safe. Okay, that's good. Target audience, couples, teenagers, fast travel and booking made better with move together because you don't get to only book a discount will also a discount will also be attached. Okay. Platform TikTok and the viral video. It would be interesting to know what kind of viral video or idea you can think of. Um, you can't simply say it's a video, but what kind of video, right? What is that you're trying to explain in 3 seconds that they feel like, you know what, I connect to them. In your scenario, because your target audience are teenagers and couples, you can ask some of the couples to quickly, record a reel of their journey, but keep it very simple of their interesting things, what they did. And then you can use that as a TikTok reel, right? That can become a bit more viral. But then how are you connecting to teenagers? Because teenagers like something funny, meme, or how are you making that into fun? So again, that's something you can put in there, right? So this is where you need to think of, if your campaign becomes famous tomorrow, right? This is something you all need to think of. Why would people share it? When you're thinking about it, you need to think about humor, emotion, or trends, or storytelling. These are some of the things which most of the companies are following nowadays, right? So would Gen Z repost it? Think about that. Do you really think Gen Z would repost it? There is another thing apart from Gen Z now. What is that? What is that? The new youngsters called, Cat? Do you know? It's not Gen Z. It's Emma. Do you know by any
Alpha.
chance?
Do you mean Gen Alpha?
Yeah, Gen Alpha. Yes, that's it. That's it. Gen Alpha. You see, there is another word now, right? So so it's very important. Can you actually assume or think when they're watching, they could actually reshare where the viral, what is actually the viral moment is, where is it happening, where is the viral moment? So these are some of the things which are very, very important for you guys to understand, right? So that said, there is 60 seconds for you to win a pitch. Of course, some of you have already posted. Well done. You know what, that makes me feel so happy, because I think when you guys come, uh you will have a lot more than what you actually see. This is just a trailer, like a film, right? For any film, there is like a small teaser and a trailer. But once you come here, you will get to see a lot more practical element. We make you guys do things in the classroom, and that's something which is important, right? It's really, really important. So now, let's go pitch battle. Do we have to think for this, Kat, or
Yeah, you've got
yeah, we do
seven minutes
60
left. Yeah, we're
seconds.
all good.
Okay. You got 60 seconds, no more less, no more, no less, right? Can anyone think about this? I want you guys to, you already created one campaign, right? You already came up with the things what I asked for. Can someone share it, right? Anyone? You need to pitch it like professionals. That's very, very important. That's what I want to see. Anyone can beat that, because your rules are it should be 60 seconds, fast, clear, and energetic. These are some of the things which are very, very important,
You
right?
want them
So,
to speak, sorry, Bobby, or put it
yes,
in the chat?
please. Yes, please,
Okay.
Kate. Okay,
What
okay.
I'll
That
do
would be great.
is all our attendees, I'll send a request to you that will allow you to talk, it'll allow you to unmute your microphones. You just have to
Yeah.
accept it if you want to join in the pitch battle. So I'll send these now for you all.
Go on, anybody. That would be great. Because I think it's really important. You can unmute yourself, and then anybody come out there, come up with your pitch battle.
Okay, everybody's been given permission to unmute their mics now. So if you want to, just accept that and then feel free to come on and do your pitch
There you go.
battle.
I think it's going to be Rachel. There you go, Rachel. Take up the
Hello.
challenge. I actually love your image. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
That's brilliant. Your
thank you
first
very much.
impression.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Loud and clear. Go for it.
Okay. So
Your time starts now.
my slogan is confidence looks good on you. I used to be insecure about my teeth and my mouth because my
Mm-hmm.
teeth are not properly arranged. So I would usually overthink how I looked and then how people would see me. But one day I suddenly realized something. Nothing changes until I change something about myself, and nothing changed until I changed how I saw myself. So I started showing up daily. I started
Mm-hmm.
um I started showing up daily. I started showing up unfiltered, real, messy, and then slowly I stopped hiding. Now when I look back, it wasn't even my teeth that needs fixing. It is actually it is actually my confidence. So because the glow up wasn't just my appearance, it was the way I
Mm-hmm.
walked into rooms, the way I talked, the way I looked at myself. And now I feel so proud and so confident about myself. Trust me,
Well
confidence is what makes
done.
everything hit differently. Thank you.
Really, really well done. I think that is something which is very important. You see, I love the way you explained it, Rachel. I think without realizing, you guys don't understand that real business concepts actually come from your own personal struggles, right? Sometimes that's how you start something. Really, really well done, Rachel. I think it's so good. Like you finished it in 60 seconds as well.
Thank you.
Everyone, if you can give a clap, that would be great because that's not easy to just come out from nowhere and then share in 60 seconds. So really, really well done, right? But that said, I also want to explain to you guys, as I said, you just used your real business concept, whatever you're actually going to without you realizing it. You talked about your consumer behavior, your branding, your storytelling, because you followed that pattern, right? And some of the questions I asked you, you also explained about your segmented audience. You talked about your digital marketing. So these are some of the things which normally tend to be good to understand, right? So now, what I would like to quickly show with you or share with you is, will AI replace marketers? Because everyone are in this dilemma of thinking, oh, you know what, AI is going to take over the market. And that's another thing which I want to tell you, right? If you're coming to study marketing, please remember this. You can generate copy images and you can come up with the campaigns in seconds. You can predict trends. You can get all the information what is needed from AI, but don't forget, humans still own a lot of things about emotion, creativity, the culture, the storytelling, and all of that. As I said, you need to understand marketers using AI may replace marketers who don't. So, yes, you need to know how to use AI, but you will not be replaced by AI. That's something you need to understand. Marketers, I'm telling you, you will be there. All other departments can change, but your brain knowledge is always necessary because AI cannot be emotional. AI cannot become creative until or unless you give the prompt correctly, what you exactly want from AI. So it still needs humans. So culture is something AI don't know because AI is the most biased factor. I'll give you a very good example how AI is what you call bias. Let me quickly ask you guys a quick question. All right, be very quick. I want you guys to put in the chat. What is the color you see on the screen here? What color is this? Anyone can answer actually. You can participate too. What color is this? White. Okay. What's the color of snow? What's the color of snow? What's the color of cloud? Someone says pink. What is the opposite of black? What color paper generally be printed? Most commonly used color paper. White. So what does cow drink? Cow don't drink milk. Cow drinks water. Right?
That got me as
The
well.
reason why I brought that up for you, most of you don't realize it, but I'm 100% sure everyone are thinking cow drinks milk because when you link it back to cow, all the things you always think of is milk, right? Unconsciously, biasly, in your mind, when you think of cow, it becomes milk, right? So this is where with AI bot, it is always biased. It will only give you what you ask for. But can it give everything? But this is where you need to be a lot more critical with AI. AI is a lot more biased, right? So again, that's something which you guys need to start learning. So now, I know we are almost running out late. Let me just quickly wrap it up now. So if you were a brand, this is where you need to think of. You need to think of startup founders. So how can you actually become a brand? Because before your ad should go viral, you need to think about what is that you have as a brand identity. What is your marketing brand? Right? When you think about me, I'm a digital marketer, I'm a marketer, I'm too much into AI. I train people on AI, I'm into social media training. So yeah, these are some of the things which I can relate to. So these are the things you need to think of. What would be your personal slogan? So after today, that is something I want you guys to think. When you come to university, when I see you, I would actually ask you the same question. I'll ask you, what is your personal slogan? So, what makes marketer powerful? By using some of these tools, think about not just selling product, but think about psychological aspect of it, creativity, your communication, what data, your culture, what kind of storytelling you're trying to do. That's when your idea can become reality, and then that can actually go viral, right? And it's very, very important. So that said, thank you so much. I will stop here. You have a link there to actually get to know more about. See, I'm also marketing here. So you get to know about our business courses and marketing courses. So please go and watch, and you get to learn. Trust me, this is just, as I said, this is just a teaser and a trailer, what you have seen. When you come, you'll do a lot more practical items, and there are a lot more clients will come, and you will work with the clients. So yeah, you'll have so much fun, right? That said, please remember that you are incredible, and thank you so much for joining. You guys have been brilliant, very engaging. I love to see that so many of you, everyone who are joined, you're really engaged. So um, stay connected with us. If you want to know more about our school, we got our social media platforms. Please do follow, subscribe, like the post. No, I'm joking. So we do have our Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. So go and see more about them. We also have YouTube channel, so that would be great. So now it's time for you to go and create a viral campaign. And when you come and see me at university, show me, you know what, this is what I created after your session, Bobby, and it actually gotten viral. So that's it. Thank you all so much. And I will leave the rest of the session to Kat. If you have any questions, put in the chat, or yeah, Kat. Well, yeah, I'll pass it on to you. Thank you so much. I loved your engagement. I loved it. This is what gives me energy. So well done.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Bobby. That was an amazing session. I feel like we
Go on,
all
Kat.
learned a lot. You've got the ideas flowing as well for everyone. And thank you to all our attendees who joined in. We loved seeing your answers in the chat as well, and seeing you, thinking about everything. We have come to the end of the session though, so if anybody does think of any questions after, do feel free to send us an email. You can reach out to us. And we can't wait to welcome you in September as well. So if you're not sure what you need to do next regarding your application, do check your most recent emails. And we've been recording the session, so if your internet did cut out at any point, we'll be able to share it back with you as well. But we hope you enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and take care until next time.
Thank you so much. Have a lovely, lovely time, guys. You guys been brilliant. I hope you enjoyed the session. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in September, where we'll have so much fun at uni. Thank you so much, Kat.
Perfect.
Thank
Thank
you, guys.
I'll
Take
end
care.
the session now,
Bye.
everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.